Good afternoon, welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. The teams are out on the pitch. They are getting ready to go. I am listening to all the games around Scotland at the same time, as well as the Celtic game. Massive day for Celtic. Can Celtic get the win today? Can Celtic get the win today? Can ultimately Hearts drop points? Can Hearts drop points today? I've got the game on St Mirren TV. I might change over to St Mirren TV because it might be quicker than Celtic TV, to be honest. Bloody adverts on it. I know, that's the worst thing about it. And it is. Let me just make sure that turns right down. Who's kicking off? Come on, it's Celtic. Through the rain, walk on. The full Celtic Park has their scarves, banners, jerseys, green and white hoops held high as they sing You'll Never Walk Alone. Looks like that St Mirren are going to break off this half. I'm just waiting. It's even delayed on the radio. A real test of resolve for Celtic. Can they get it over the line? Massive game as far as Celtic are concerned when it comes to the league title. Big boot up the park from St Mirren straight away. Is he offside? Yep. Tony Ralston gets the ball, puts the ball back down, gives the ball to Callum McGregor. I need to turn down Radio Scotland. Just trying to see where's the volume disappeared to for Radio Scotland. Oh, it's just too low, isn't it? Celtic, nice and sunny at Celtic Park. St Mirren have the ball. Goalkeeper for St Mirren punts the ball away out of the park. Oof. Now the radio's away ahead of. Yeah, Camel Live's closed down. Too many people talking about it online. Celtic come into the box with Big Tam, and it comes off the arm of a St Johnstone player, but it's not. No. Celtic Park. Was he going to be offside? Tam the Czech makes a good run there, to be honest. It's unlucky because Benji Negrin was in the middle of the box. Benji Negrin was in the middle of the box, ready to put that one in the back of the net. But he didn't. What was Camel? It was a website that was you were able to get all the football. That's the wrong screen. Let's get it on this screen. Callum McGregor putting the ball across to Tierney, sunny side. Tierney into the box. I don't think. If I was, why did the ref pull it back then? Tony Ralston trying to put on a bit of a fight. It's always glorious at this time of year when you're at Celtic Park. It is always glorious. Sinisalo getting the ball out early to Scales. Scales to gives it to Callum rather than putting it away to Kieran Tierney. That's the downside of Scales sometimes. Tierney had played a beautiful position on the wing, and we're now watching Yang on the other side give the ball to Ralston, give the ball back to Callum. Tierney trying to get a quick one to Dyson with the ball. Ball comes in. And the ball's still in. Tierney with a cross back in. Fluffed his cross. Celtic camped on the edge of the box at the moment. Oxlade-Chamberlain, what can he do? Callum shoots. Hits it off. Go on, Tony. Just chip a wee ball in. Tony Ralston. That was woeful. Absolutely woeful from Tony Ralston. Tony Ralston putting it back to Trusty. Giving it back to Ralston. Ralston back to Trusty. Going to have to be patient. Come on, Celtic. Should have been an early ball to Dyson Maeda there. Callum McGregor apologising. To Dyson Maeda because he should have played the early ball. Ball's now out in the wing with Yang. Yang coming into the box. Oh, cracking save. Callum McGregor now has a shot for the edge of the box. Cracking save. He's offside. It's offside. It's offside straight away. Come on, Celtic. First shot on target though. He's way offside. It's interesting that you've got Oxlade-Chamberlain that far forward. Just doing YouTube is back. It is that last month that you get football where you manage to go to the football with a t-shirt on rather than your winter coat, St Mirren in the middle of the park. Celtic are playing quite well here. They're actually closing the team down quite well. The high press, they seem to be doing, it's only 5 minutes into the game, but they seem to be doing everything the way you would want them to do. No, it is still 0-0. Don't go back. Why does Tierney... why did he not pass to Tierney, Liam Scales? Honestly. We do look up for it today. Tierney's shouting for the ball. Good diagonal ball. Cracking one for Tierney. Takes the ball down. And there's nobody in the middle of the box. Benji Negrin should have ran onto that one. He was wanting it into his feet. Benji Negrin needs to read that ball a lot better. Celtic should have been 2-0 up by now. 6 minutes into the game, that would have been fantastic if Celtic were 2-0 up. Tierney looked right up for it. Benji Negrin to Callum. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain goal that was disallowed. Callum McGregor had a shot from outside the box. Oxlade-Chamberlain was just outside the 6-yard box. He was offside. He was way offside. 2 or 3 feet offside. Well, here comes St Mirren, by the way. And it's a corner. I'm hearing Radio Scotland just giving you every score that's coming in Scotland. That's the last thing I need to be hearing. St Mirren now with a corner. St Mirren have got a tall team compared to Celtic. Tam the Czech even back defending. Tam the Czech in the box. Bit of pushing going on in the box. Who was that? Benji Negrin gets the ball away, but St Mirren are camped in Celtic's half now. Every single player. Celtic trying to move it a little bit quicker, and there goes the stream. Let's get to St Mirren TV. Ah, come on, man. Let's get to St Mirren TV. Because Celtic TV is completely shite. 51. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, get it on St Mirren TV because that's way better. Let's speed this up. We're now pretty much more in time. There we go. That's better. The time is more in link with the actual live game on St Mirren TV. Let's see if we can close this down a bit. Celtic kind of slowed it down a bit. Callum playing nice little balls with Oxlade Chamberlain. Why didn't Scales is playing the wrong ball a few times now. He really needs to be giving the ball quicker to Tierney. Ralston, ball out to Yang. Yang to Tam the Czech. It looks like Oxlade Chamberlain's been told to go up and into that striker role when Tam the Czech disappears. Callum McGregor's in the holding midfield role. Oxlade Chamberlain's moving further forward, and when Tam the Czech goes wandering around the pitch as he does, Oxlade Chamberlain's stepping up as striker. That's an interesting concept that Martin O'Neill's went with today. Good ball out to Tierney this time from Scales. Must have been listening to me. Tam the Czech with the ball, gives it away. St Mirren have the ball, goes back to the defender and back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper with the ball. Dijsma tries to cut them down and the ball goes out to the winger. Fullback, sorry. Dyson putting pressure on. Celtic putting lots of pressure. Come on. Jesus. Benji Negrin needs to be quicker. He's the only player that doesn't seem to be close. Now he just stole the ball and gave away a foul. Did Benji Negrin. 11 minutes into the game, and it is Celtic 0, St Mirren 0. Austin Trusty racing back. That was a bit of a push from the striker against Austin Trusty, but he gets the ball back to the Celtic goalkeeper. Tierney backs to Scales. At this point, St Mirren have got 3 people up front pushing against Celtic. Looks like they're trying to mark Callum McGregor now. The number 88, ironically, looks as if he's been told to man mark Callum McGregor. Come on, Celtic. They've stopped closing them down as quick as they were, which kind of happens with Celtic, doesn't it? St Mirren playing the ball nicely around the midfield. Yang away out of position. Way out of position, Yang, and luckily Tony Ralston gets there. Yang needs to get further out onto that wing. Lots of trucks near Rosalie expecting the army later. Keep us updated what's going on in Ireland if the army are called out. That'll be interesting. Oh, come on, Celtic. You're giving the ball off. Come on. It's not a goal to Celtic yet. St Mirren in the ascendancy here. Shot from outside the box from St Mirren, easily saved by the Celtic goalkeeper. Still no goals at the top of the table. And no goals at all at any of the two clubs that are fighting it out at the top of the table today. Yang tries to get the ball out to Tam the Czech. Tam the Czech's taken down. It's a foul just outside the centre circle over the halfway line. Goal for Kilmarnock. Jesus. The Guardians pepper spraying in preparation for the army. Jesus Christ, man. Unbelievable. St Mirren are playing well. They've got a big physical team though. They're all playing for I did say they're playing for their places in the cup final next week. The semi-final, sorry. Wish it was the cup final. Trusty with the ball. Trusty Scales. Scales. Why doesn't he want to pass it to Tierney? Scales. 1-0 St Johnstone also in the SPFL today. Yang with the ball. Meandering run gives it to Benji Negrin just on the outside of the box. Gives it back to... No, he doesn't give it back to Yang. He puts it across to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney. Callum. Shot. Oh, it's served in the box. Yes! Come on! Big Tom! It was Oxlade Chamberlain. Oxlade Chamberlain scores for Celtic. Yes! Get in there. 1-0 Celtic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. 1-0 to Celtic, and Oxlade Chamberlain gets that goal for Celtic. Kieran Tierney gets the ball on the edge of the box. Callum McGregor tries to take a shot from pace. St Mirren defender saves the ball. It lands at the feet of Oxlade Chamberlain. Oxlade Chamberlain bangs it into the back of the net. 1-0 Celtic. What does that do to the league table? Currently, Celtic are sitting... Yes, the SPFL table has changed, and Celtic are sitting in 67 points. Hearts are currently sitting in 68 points, and Rangers are sitting in 66 points. Oh, the irony, 67 for Celtic. Can Hearts drop points today? And it would be fantastic if they managed to draw and Celtic were only 1 point behind them at the end of the game today. But then again, Rangers play tomorrow. We have to do what we have to do. Good goal though for Celtic. St Mirren now have a free kick in the right next to the centre, almost right next to the centre spot. St Mirren player down, calling on... It was Dyson Maeda. Well, he kind of kicks the ground. It wasn't a Dyson Maeda tackle. The player kicks into the ground. Just seeing if this guy's going to play on. 1-0 Henley sent off for Hibs. Oh, it's an interesting one as well. Let me just see if we can get the live. Let's get the live games on SPFL today. God, they've now got it as Group A and Group B on Google. Let's get the table timeline. And they've not got the live scores. Let's get the SPFL live up. Aberdeen 1, Hibernian 0, Celtic 1, St Mirren 0, Dundee United 0, Heart of Midlothian versus Motherwell 0-0, and Kilmarnock are beating Dundee 1-0 is the live scores. St Mirren pushing against Celtic, cross the ball into the box. That one will go out. Sinisalo gets the ball back in play early on. I was just showing you the replay. Honestly, this is try and finish this by 70 minutes. I think Celtic need to try and get a second just to calm the nerves of the fans, because if it stays like this, and as long as the Hearts game remains at 0-0, we could actually do with Falkirk actually scoring, and then that would put Hearts on 67 points also. Celtic are currently sitting on a goal difference of 24. Hearts are now sitting on a goal difference of 28. Rangers are sitting on a goal difference of 32. Not that that will come into play. We don't think. Tam the Czech's got the ball going down the wing. Where is Yang? He gets the ball to Yang. Yang goes all the way back to Tony Ralston. Ralston, Celtic being a bit more controlled with the ball now. Back to Scales. Scales out to Tierney. Tierney looks up the line, can't get a ball to Dyson Maeda, goes back to Scales. Scales with the ball to McGregor. McGregor back to Scales. Celtic need to start making a move. Oxlade-Chamberlain's just started making a run and nobody gives them the ball. Oxlade-Chamberlain started making a fantastic run at the defence and not one Celtic player saw it and decided to chip the ball forward. Unbelievable. Come on. Callum McGregor's on a fight in that midfield. I tell you one thing, Yang's just stolen the ball back. There were 3 Celtic players around the St Mirren player. Celtic are right up for this today. It's absolutely fantastic. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain that scored the first goal for Celtic. Oxlade-Chamberlain scored the first one. Dyson with the ball. Oh, he's getting... Boy's staying really close to Dyson Maeda. I'm just... just trying to see the scores. This site never updates. Unbelievable. Aberdeen are beating Hibernian 1-0. Celtic are winning 1-0. Dundee United versus Livingston is 0-0. Hearts versus Motherwell is 0-0. Also, Wilkes Kilmarnock are beating Dundee 1-0. The Celtic goal was scored on the 15th minute by Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Celtic just had another chance. Come on. Tierney out to... Get out to Tierney. Come on, Callum. Wrong ball. Tierney was out in the wing and he should have given it to Kieran Tierney. He tries to chip a ball into Dyson Maeda, who was in the box. He's never going to get to it. Unbelievable. Come on. Celtic have had 60% possession and 39% to St Mirren. I don't know where the other 1% went. Celtic have had 4 shots at goal already, 2 shots on target. Mr. Melly's getting his £100 bet is coming in so far anyway. He said a goal each half. And Celtic fighting in the midfield. Celtic have a free kick. They've got play. Come on, we had the ball there. The referee's called it back for a free kick. But Celtic had the ball. Do you know, it should have been... should have allowed it to play. I mean, it is a tackle against Yang. But come on, you've got to look at the fact that Callum McGregor gets the ball and then puts it out to Oxlade-Chamberlain. And he doesn't even book the St Mirren player. That's the worst part. Oh, there's a good ball. Can Yang get to it first? Oh, it's out for a corner to Celtic. Corner to Celtic on the 22nd minute. Going into the 23rd minute. Come on, Celtic. Tam the Czech in the box. Can he make his height difference? No, he can't. I mean, he's a towering player. Ball comes in, they get it away. Callum McGregor tries to get it on the edge of the box. Give it to Callum. Too long, man. Quick. Chamberlain tries to get the ball in, goes back out for another corner to Celtic. if Marble Sands wins the National tonight, I'll be in Malaga tonight. Another corner. Tam the check. Towering. He needs to. I mean, the guy's got his arms all round him. Another corner to Celtic. St Mirren goalkeeper trying to say that he was getting pushed. When he didn't, he ran into a Celtic player. Well, he totally fluffed that, the goalkeeper. Come to absolutely nothing. Must have been a goal kick. St Mirren trying to get the ball forward. Tierney needs to go further out to the wing. Oh, it's a good bar. Scales, why did you not leave it for Tierney? Give it to Tierney now. Scales, that's it. Tierney with the ball. Tierney tries to chip the ball forward. Tam the check goes into a run and down the wing where Dyson Maeda should be. Give it back to Dyson. Tam the check, come on! Don't slow it down. What is wrong with you? Oh, Jesus, what is the point of him? Scales has the ball just over the halfway line. Goes back to Tierney. He goes back to Trusty, sorry. Tierney and Trusty. Give it out to Tierney. Look, he's got plenty of space. What? I don't know why we're not passing it out to Tierney. He's getting loads of space. Come on, Celtic have really got to fight for this one today. Celtic enjoying not playing catch up today when it comes to game times. Yang on the ball, cutting inside, gives it to Benji. Benji Nigrin gives it back to Yang. Tony Ralston going backwards. Tony, you're going the wrong way, man. You were 3/4 of the way in the opposition's half and you pass it all the way back to Trusty. Trusty with the ball. Callum asking for it. Gives it back to Trusty. Trusty out to Ralston. Ralston. He's asking for Yang. Yang's away out of position. Trusty turns around and he looks for Yang to be there so he could pass the ball. And Yang is away out of position again. Come on, there he goes again. He's just going for a big diagonal ball now. And it's going to be a throw into Celtic. In line with the 18-yard box for St Mirren. Oh. He's like Hen Brown, big tarantula. He is that, isn't he? He's got legs that go everywhere apart from the right way. Apart from the right way. Ralston with the throw in. Tam the check's just getting bullied all over the place. For somebody as big as him, so is Benji Nigrin. Come on. St Mirren pushing Scales back here. And it's a throw in. So the brick is right up for it today. Kieran Tierney coming forward, crosses the halfway line. Chips the ball forward to Dyson Maeda. Oh, Dyson, you need to get this first time. Oh, then. Oh, come on. Tam the check. Why did you not get that in? He scones the keeper off the head. He's just hit the keeper on the head with his boots. The keeper's fine. The keeper's fine. Ah. 2-1 to Dundee. Scorelines: Aberdeen 0, Hibernian 1. There's some of the Celtic players in the stand watching this game. Aberdeen 1, Hibernian 0, Celtic 1, St Mirren 0, Dundee United 1, Livingston 0, Heart of Midlothian 0, Motherwell 0, Kilmarnock 1, Dundee 1. Don't really care about that game, but as long as it's still 0-0 in the Hearts game, that will suit us. Now, this is interesting because you've got Martin O'Neill and Fozzie talking to the players at the side of the pitch and then you've got McManus talking to Scales. That's interesting. Big Mick McManus is talking to Scales, teaching them how to defend. McManus was a defender in his day, wasn't he? A cracker. Back into the stands. They go. Where it stands, it's the dugout, isn't it? The goalkeeper is fine. He's just taking a little bit of time out. Celtic should have been at least, they should be 2-0 up by now. I mean, that was a great ball. The keeper, it's his knee. The keeper just lies there. Oh, I got 10 out. I got 10 out. Reminds when keepers were made of harder stuff than that. Oh, the keeper's still lying. Get him up. He either needs. Oh, he's coming off. The keeper's coming off for St Mirren. No, the keeper's coming off for St Mirren. To be fair, it was a 50-50 ball. Right, it's his knee that hits him on the head. It wasn't a malicious tackle. Don't know. It wasn't as if he got him with his studs or anything. I mean, he's up walking about, but I just don't think he fancies the game, to be honest. I mean, he's walking off. He looks fine, the keeper. Is he staying on? Is he going off? Is he just wasting time? Yeah, it looks like he is going off. It looks like they are going to make the change with the keeper. I mean, he's walking off fine, so there's nothing. Don't know. It's an interesting one, that, because he wasn't concussed. Don't know. He wasn't knocked flat out. He's walking off the long way around the pitch. He's taking his gloves off. You know, is it precautionary? Is it a ploy to lure Celtic in to think that they've got an advantage going into the game next week? Interesting. Magnus is in the house. There was a lot of people saying, hope you're okay this morning, Magnus. That's interesting that the goalkeeper still hasn't been changed here. I mean, this is taking forever. This is taking absolutely ages for this to. There's the other goalkeeper coming on. Mullen. This will add loads of time. There's the Green Brigade corner in full swing. Oh, it's a tremendous sight to see at Celtic Park. The Green Brigade section back in its full capacity. Flags waving and fans chanting and singing. It's absolutely fantastic to see. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the ball goes all the way back to the Celtic goalkeeper after that massive delay. That's going to add around about 8 minutes onto this first half. Celtic, Yang with the ball. St Mirren stealing it back. Celtic stealing it back. Callum McGregor's got the ball, puts it back to Tony Ralston. Tony Ralston was all the way back to the goalkeeper. Celtic split out at the back of the defenders. They're starting to close down Kieran Tierney. They've seen that Kieran Tierney's getting far too much room in that full-back position. Tony Ralston's getting a bit more. He's put a beautiful ball forward. Tam the check! Come on, mate! How was that not a foul? Oh, Jesus. Come on, it's still 0-0 versus Motherwell versus Hearts. There's another goal in Scottish football. I'm just trying. It sounds like it's at Kilmarnock. Scales with the ball out to Tierney. Tierney's getting a lot of room on that side of the pitch. I don't think that there were any tifos today. Celtic TV tend not to show the Green Brigade section before a game. Trusty with the ball out to Tony Ralston. Tony Ralston's having a decent game so far. Yang passes it all the way back to Trusty. Trusty will give the ball to Scales. Tierney's not out wide enough. He is now. Scales to Tierney. Tierney to... That was a bad ball by Dyson Maeda, of all people. Really bad ball from Dyson Maeda. And Celtic, Tam the Czech, just crap ball from Tam the Czech. He's not a Celtic player, is he? He's just not a Celtic player at all. St Mirren, 34 minutes into the game. It'll be interesting to see how much time's added on. Celtic trying to close down. St Mirren coming out. Celtic are a bit all over the place at the moment. This is the period of the game where players like Tam the Czech don't chase back enough. You know, we're playing really well the first 10-15 minutes. We get the goal and then we kind of settle down a bit, which is no use whatsoever. Come on, Celtic. Another good save by Hart, the St Mirren keeper. That was a good ball forward. Tam the Czech misses another. I've got to say, Tam the Czech misses it again. He's fucking woeful. He's unbelievable. It's strange how many goals that this man can miss. Scores and fixtures live. Still 1-0 Celtic. Tam the Czechs had 2 opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and he's missed both of them. Dr. Pepper, no, if you tell us the name of the stream rather than share it, because I think that's what gets the streams shut down, to be honest, because a lot of people were sharing Camel on it. I mean, you could try it, but that's the kind of thing that gets them shut down. Yang got a fight on his hands here. There's 2 players around Yang. Nobody helping him out. St Mirren have the ball just outside the centre circle. Goes all the way back. Tam the Czech trying to put a bit of pressure. This will have to go back to the keeper. Celtic players aren't pushing up enough. I've got to say again, the wingers seem to be coming far too inside the pitch for Celtic right now for me. Unbelievable. We're just not passing the ball about with the pace that we were. That 8-minute break where the keeper was replaced seems to have taken its toll. Good ball out to Dyson from Callum McGregor. Dyson going forward, cuts inside again. Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain's having a decent game. Come on, take a shot. Oh, saved. Benji Negron takes the shot for just on the edge of the box, and it's saved. Saved again. Were they offside? No, they weren't. That's the thing. There was nobody offside there. The players played back onside. Good shot for Benji Negron, but... Oof. Hearts Motherwell are still 0-0. Let's get this. Kind of peed off that the live table doesn't have the rest of the score lines on it on Google like it normally has. Ah, there we go. It's changed. There, I've got it. So as it stands, Celtic are on 67 points, Hearts are on 68 points. Hopefully that's squeaky bum time when they go into the dressing room and they see that Celtic are winning. Come on. Tam the Czech needs to put more pressure on the goalkeeper when he was kicking the ball out there. Yang needs his wife here permanently. He does that, doesn't he? Where did Maeda get his hair done? The bingo. Scales giving away a free kick. They've got a chance to move forward here. Scales putting pressure on, pushing in at the back. Here comes St. Mirren. St. Mirren coming a shot. Oh, no, does it? He waits, puts it off outside the box. Celtic steal the ball back. Yang, what is Yang doing there? Yang's in the midfield, centre midfield position, fighting Benji Negrin for the ball when Yang should be away out in the width. Yang's all over the place, man. Jesus. Get Thomas off. Shouldn't even be called Thomas. Scales with the ball. Goes back to Trusty. Yang out wide. Puts the ball back to Ralston. Puts the ball back to Trusty. Gives the ball to Scales. Scales puts it out to Kieran Tierney. Tierney tries to get the ball up forward, but there's no one there for Celtic. Tries to play a diagonal ball sort of up a bit, and there's no one there for Celtic. Shows you how bad. I wonder how many of the Green Brigade are sitting going, Jesus, we've not missed this, have we? We haven't missed this at all. Come on, Celtic. You need to put more pressure on. We need to get another goal before half time. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the only goal for Celtic so far. Yang not doing, I would say he's not doing great, but some people think that Yang is doing brilliant. Way out of position far too much for him, not giving us the width in the team that we need. It's a throw in to Celtic. There's a throw in to Celtic. Ball goes all the way back to Trusty to Scales. How many times have we said that this afternoon? Scales out to Tierney, ball out to Dyson, who's on the right out wide. Good for him. Chamberlain turning back, takes on a player, gets past him, keeps going. Chamberlain's getting pulled in the back. This is going to be a time the check gets it. It's a free kick though, because Chamberlain was getting pulled by the shirt and also kicked at the same time. I mean, Chamberlain taking that boy for. I mean, he's pulling his shirt. He's got to get booked for that. Celtic players have been booked for less. But no, doesn't seem there to be a booking for the St. Mirren player. Even though how many times has Liam Scales been booked for pulling at the shirt? Free kick from Celtic. Fantastic position this for Celtic. Give you a little picture of the Green Brigade section looking full. Ball comes in for Benji Negrin. Goes out. Nobody's going through the middle. Nobody's coming through. Nobody from Celtic was running from the penalty spot into the back of the net. There was nobody at all. Where is Tam the Czech? What is the point? What is the point playing that lad? Unbelievable. Let's get the picture up of the Green Brigade. And just before that free kick was taken, there is the Green Brigade section in full, and that was just before that free kick was taken as the ball goes back to Austin Trusty. Trusty coming forward from the Celtic box, doesn't give it to the goalkeeper. Notice that we've not been playing it back to Sinisalo. Sinisalo doesn't like the ball getting played back to him, does he? If that was Kasper Schmeichel in goals, he'd be shouting for the ball. Although he gives it back to Sinisalo now, gives it to Scales. Martin O'Neill must have told the players to get right out wide, because Tierney's now out on the touchline, as is Dyson Maeda, as is Ralston. I'm trying to see where Yang is, because he's always nowhere near it, is he? He's always out of position. Yang going forward here. Slow as a week in the... Come on, Yang, you should have been... St Mirren getting the ball forward. Ralston's away to position, so Trusty's coming over to cover for Ralston. But it was going yourself, Trusty. Stops the ball coming in. Still putting pressure. St Mirren still have the ball on the edge of the box. Cross coming in diagonally. Tierney gets it, and it's out for a corner for St Mirren. Tierney was going mental there. That was actually, it should have been a handball. Come off the St. Does it? Comes off his hand. Scales and Sinisalo were saying it should have been a handball and it shouldn't be a corner. I think that the 10-minute break for the keeper getting changed was a big part of why why the game slowed down slightly. This is a worry. Corner comes in. Scales gets it away. Yang tries to get the ball away. Yang, the ball falls over his own feet and then he kicks. What the hell? Half-time results are starting to come in. Celtic game will be extended due to the fact that the game was delayed lengthy time. Hearts are still 0-0 versus Motherwell. Celtic are 1 point behind Hearts. A draw would do for me today. A draw would be a fantastic result. I know that Rangers will be thinking that they can go top of the league tomorrow if they win. Would that be a good thing? Would it be a bad thing? Celtic still got to play Rangers, and I think that would be us top of the league. It's an interesting one. Here comes Celtic, though, with Benji Negron just on the edge of the box. Can he get it? He's going to lose the ball here, isn't he? No, manages to get it out to Tierney. Dyson turns around. Closed down by a couple of players. Back to Tierney. He's going to have to go the way back here. Scales. Everyone in the St Mirren half. Trusty. Benji Negron. Ralston. Yang indecisive, gives it back to Benji Negron. Nobody making runs for Celtic. This is the big point for Celtic, right? Nobody's making little fancy runs. We're expecting players to try and move and get it into feet. Come on, Celtic. Unbelievable. Celtic are now going all the way back to Scales. Scales on the edge of the Celtic box. Celtic are reluctant to pass it back to the keeper. That's only one good thing that I've taken out of this game so far today. Come on, Celtic. Just for you, Stephen. Celtic are coming forward, lose the ball out, trying to close them down. It's a throw in to Celtic. Throw in to Celtic. Tam the Czech. Tam the Czech wins nothing, does he? I'd love to see the stats. I would love to see his stats. It's going to be 6 minutes of added time on this game. Steady on. Up. my overlays. Just get this up. Extra time was going to be what? 6 minutes? Only the 6 minutes of that extra time. And we are well into that. St Mirren coming forward. Oh, St Mirren with the ball in the Celtic box. It's going to be a corner. A late corner for St Mirren. Come on, Celtic. Half time at Motherwell versus Hearts. Hearts 0, Motherwell 0. 0-0 at Tynecastle. Will the pressure mount on their fans as they know that Celtic are in front? Here comes this corner for St Mirren. Big corner comes in over the bar. 2 Celtic players down on the ground after that. Who was it that headed that away? Oh no, it was the St Mirren player that gets the header. Scales with the ball back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's not had much to do today, got to say that. Sinisalo doesn't like the ball past him. He must have had a word with the defensive coaches. Look, I'm a goalkeeper. Stop using me as a player and passing it back to me. Get the ball forward. And there's Yang losing out the ball again. He manages to retain it. Tries to get a ball forward to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the edge of the box. Gets a cross in. And that is going wildly high. And Daiz Maeda maybe be able to get that, but it doesn't. St Mirren playing tidy a little bit of football. Still got the belief, in and around their own box. One touch football that they're playing here. It's good little stuff, I've got to say, but Celtic have got the ball back. Can Celtic do some damage before half time and get that second goal? Celtic have had various chances in this half through Tam the Czech, and we've, well, you know the story. Daiz Maeda coming forward, man marked, Tierney on the overlap. Dyson gives it to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain plays a quick ball to Tony Ralston. Tony Ralston out to Yang. Can Yang make a difference in this game? He's not done so far. Gets the ball in. Tam the Czech. Come on. Why didn't you shoot? Jesus. It was easier for you to turn and shoot with the ball, mate. It's half time at Celtic. It is Celtic. Oh. Oof. St Mirren player booting the ball away. He's got to get booked for that. I mean, Tam the Czech, it was easier for him to turn and try and have a shot at goal. He puts the ball out to Oxlade-Chamberlain. The ball's then blown for half time. I don't know if the player was booked. The St Mirren player was booked. It's shown Oxlade-Chamberlain walking up the pitch. And it's got to be said, it is half time at Celtic Park. And it is Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. When we look at the league table, Celtic, this is the bit you'll love the most. Celtic are sitting on 67 points. Hearts are sitting on 68 points. It may have no bearing on what might happen, obviously, with the rest of the games to go. Why is that not putting up? Just do this, make it widescreen, and let's see if we can get the. There we go. We'll just put that. Bring this over here. Make some arrangements to this. There is the league table as it stands. We'll get the team out the way. Celtic are sitting in 67 points and Hearts are sitting on 68 points. Oxlade-Chamberlain scored in the first half on the 15th minute for Celtic. Celtic, to be fair, should have had at least another 3 goals. What did we do with Tam the Czech? We do not spend any money with him in the summer. Do not spend a single penny on that player. The next Celtic manager, it's 1-1 still looking likely with Hearts drawing. You know it will happen tomorrow, says Paul. I don't think it's going to be 1-1. Celtic have had the ascendancy in much of this. Maeda and Yang shouldn't be on for the second half. Or Hen Brun. Celtic to win 4-0, Motherwell to win 2-0. That would be a glorious, glorious day. I'd like a new front three. I think we would all. I've got to be fair on Dyson. I think he's had the better out of the front three players. Dyson Maeda's had the better game, way better game. When you look at Yang, way out of position, the amount of times that Tony Ralston has turned around. The same as what Kieran Tierney does. He gets the ball and he looks to see where Dyson Maeda is, or he tries to do a little sort of forward pass for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ralston's getting the ball and he's turning around. He's getting the ball for Trusty. He's turning around to look to see Yang on the byline, the touchline, and he's not there. He's away inside the pitch, out of position. There was one point that Yang went to fight the ball off of Benji Negrin in the middle of the pitch. And Benji Negrin said, what the fuck? I'd be like that do you want to get away outside to the wing, mate, where you're meant to be? Honestly, players like that do your absolute head in. Celtic to win 4-0, Motherwell to win 4-0. Time for a beer. Hope everyone is having a good afternoon, says David. Yeah, I'm having a not bad one. There's the beer this afternoon. Iniacho, he'll start scoring. Does he have the pace to run about? Maeda and Yang should be on for the second half, and Hen Brun. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Jimmy Johnson feels like ages ago. I wouldn't even say Jimmy Johnson. I would say James Forrest. James Forrest would have a better game than Yang. Got to say it. Get Tam off his strike bars. Yes, I completely agree. How Tam misses those chances. He's had two blatant goal scoring chances that he's missed. He's had one where he had a defender behind him, so if he turns, he's got the defender right in front of him. But if that's the case, you get the ball between his legs and you put it in the back of the net. Tam then keeps the ball and passes it back out. He's in the 6-yard box and he passes the ball outside the box when it was easier to turn and face the goal. That's a player that's lacking a confidence. It's a player that's not an out-and-out killer touch striker. It's not a striker that's got a sniff for goal. Could you imagine giving Lee Griffiths the chances that Tam the Czechs had? Celtic would be winning 4-0 by now. Easily. Would have been 4-0 up. Lee Griffiths puts the balls in the back of the net for breakfast. And that's saying something. But yes, I totally agree with you, Edwards. Get Tam off his absolutely pants. With Tam on, Celtic have been playing with 10 men. Although the green grass to run into the lads and it is the ball inside. Yes, with all that green grass in front of them. There's so many players that have made bad decisions today. But anyway, too much going backwards, says John. Big up John. Tarantula is Pash. Can he pass wind? Or hold up? He can't. Get Hatate on and Iniacho on. Wee Forest. I'm not too sure about Hatate because his head goes down too much as well. Tam not being used to his potential, in my opinion. Well, what is his potential then? Is it out on the wing? It's not a striker. I mean, there was a chance that he had going forwards with the ball when he's not a striker. Just win today, it says Brian. Gave him his flight back home. That's a slim argument for the best of a bad bunch. Yeah, it is the best of a bad bunch. But when you see who's on the bench, the players that we've got on the bench, I wouldn't take Tierney off. People say take Tierney off, put Sriracha on. Tierney's having a fantastic game. Tierney looks as if he's right up for the fight today. In the midfield, Callum's having a great game. You've got to say, I would say Callum's having one of his better games today. Hasn't passed it back too much. When you look at the fact that Oxlade-Chamberlain scored the goal, he's making a nuisance of himself. He's making runs into the box. He's making runs when the striker isn't there. There was one point in the game where I've got to say Oxlade-Chamberlain makes a fantastic run past 3 players, was still onside. He's waiting for the ball forward, a big lump up forward ball, and we don't do the ball. We don't play the ball. We just don't have players that have the intelligence, the football intelligence of the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain. And for me, Yang would probably need to come off at half-time also. Tam needs hooked. Never played again. He's beyond a joke. Chances he passes up. Yes. Tam Giraffneck with a game at Sol Coates. Vix. For the height that he has a certain lack of physicality when it comes to corners. He gets pulled about all over the place. For a big lad, he doesn't seem to have an absolute big upper strength, body strength, does he? Hail Baz says Joseph passing back the first 15 minutes, slowed down, started passing sideways. Yes. Dyson missing when the ball went through. Dyson also put through a couple of cracking opportunities, and you've got to remember that it was the cross from Dyson Maeda where it was harder for Tam to check to miss, and he misses. So Dyson Maeda has been the better. So anyway, a lot of people saying take Tam off, put Oxlade-Chamberlain up front. What's Tam's actual position? If anyone wants to tell us in the comments, because right, get Rey Mysterio on. Rey Mysterio, he played way better. I think that it's Tony Ralston's half brother. I think Benji should use the space that Yang leaves. But then Yang's not doing what he's meant to be doing. I would take Yang off, to be fair. I mean, it leaves us with James Forrest. It shows how weak the team is going into this end part. We will bring on Arne Engels at some point. Arne Engels will come on, I reckon, for Oxlade-Chamberlain towards the end of the game, just to give Arne Engels some game time. Take Tam the Czech off, put on Iniacho. Could you bring on Tenecti? Tenecti's not much better, is he? To be fair, you're trying to play the team that are playing really well. If only we still had Kuhn, yes. If we only had Kuhn, we'd probably be winning way more than what we actually are. Who would put a 7 million price tag on that? No one. I wish I could have a cold beer right now. Where is that one? I wish I could have a cold beer right now. Sitting watching the game. Magnus, I hope you get well soon, mate. It won't be long until you're out of hospital and you're sitting having a beer and you're sitting typing away, complaining like the rest of us. I'm not sure what Alexandro. Baz in European and Iniacho earlier was pish, in my opinion. He's the only forward you have that gives a shit. Iniacho. It wasn't the best at the beginning of the season. I just don't see what Tam the Czech brings to the Celtic team anymore. And thank God we've just got him on loan. I know that he's a good player and he tries to hold the ball, but he's not even doing that. He's not even doing the basics that you want Tam the Czech to be doing. Do you know what I mean? We're now not calling him Tam the Czech. We're calling him Tarantula. I look like I've seen a ghost. Probably have, watching this game today. I'm looking a bit pale. It's probably the lighting. Oh yeah, it's the lighting now. Brighten up. Let's just do a reset. Jesus, that'll make it look like we've got like serious sunburn. We've got jaundice. There we go. That's a bit more colour about my skin, isn't it? There we go. Can always do this. Fuck, I'm down. Anyway, we're digressing. We're just talking pure nonsense because Celtic are 1-0 up. The other half-time scores in Scottish football. Celtic are sitting second in the league on 67 points. Even if Hearts were to lose a game today, they would still be on 67 points and would be top of the table because Hearts are sitting on a goal difference of 28. Celtic are now sitting on a goal difference of 24 and 67 points. Rangers play tomorrow. They're on 66 points. Motherwell are playing Hearts right now. They're on 55 points. Hibernian, they're on 52 points. And Falkirk are on 46 points. And that is that. Big Tam would win the Grand National. No, he would think that the finish line was the wrong way, and he would get so far, get Bobby Pettit on the wing. He'd probably be better with Bobby Pettit on the wing, even at his old age. I would just say, look, Bobby, take a week off you being a DJ. Next season's manager will gut this team. Here's hoping. What do you think of the Green Brigade helping us more? Yeah. We are 100% sure Vuka and Adam and aren't just competition winners. So, I don't rate any of the players that were brought in apart from Oxlade-Chamberlain in the last window. Tam off, Iniecho on, coming out of Australia. Tam's actual position is Miss Sitters. The new gaffer won't need to cut out too many. Loads of these players are already leaving regardless. This is very true. Thank goodness that we've got them on. Vuka is on 10 grand a week. Jesus. Put Casper up front and Tam in the net. He's taller after all, said Kid Keeper. How are you doing, young man? We all know that you're joking. And Casper Schmeichel would I think Casper would be better up front, even with one arm. Yang off and the third off. They're now calling them the third. That's a new one. Tam's best position is left back. Left back in the changing room. Don't see surprised if the board pays $7 million for Tam. Tam should be left back home. Kells is a great finisher. It doesn't give you a lot of... I mean, do you put Dies Maida through the middle and bring on Tenecti? The issue with Tenecti is that he doesn't use Kieran Tierney for the overlap. You know, Tierney will play a cracking ball to Tenecti. He'll do a brilliant overlap. He'll get into space. He'll be on side, and Tenecti will look at him and go, and then go the opposite direction. And you're thinking, Tenecti, that's why you're not getting picked every week. That's why you're getting left out of the team. Iniecho is shite, but that's better than the shite we'll have on. Hello from Ireland. What's happening in Ireland today? Has the army been called out for the truck drivers and the farmers? And I fully back the truck drivers and the farmers in their protest in Ireland. I think it's fantastic. I even went and joined in the farmers' protest when we had them here in Spain. That was different level stuff because the cops here have like machine guns and shit. It was brilliant to see them. Tam and Ralston are pish. We're playing with 9. I don't think that Tony Ralston's pish. The issue with Tony Ralston, I'm not having that one, Danny, because Ralston's trying to turn and find where he's got a missing player down that side, down the right wing. If there's nobody there for Ralston to pass the ball to, he's having to try and do diagonal passes. He's having to try and do long balls to other players. So I don't blame Tony Ralston for that. Don't know. Did I get my back problem sorted out the other day? That was a laugh and a half. I'm going to get it sorted out again on Tuesday. Still creaking. So hopefully it will be done next week. But thank you for asking, mate. Seriously, thank you for asking. It's nice to know that you people are concerned. Magnus, who's in hospital. Think more about Magnus. He's in hospital. I've just got a sore back. Baz Larson came back 6 months from a bad break leg. Nowadays, players at Celtic have wee niggles, but take forever. So what's going on? It's very true, isn't it? But I think that the type of muscle injuries in today's game has a lot more to do with the footwear, the boots and stuff, and the physicality of the game. The brown horse is in the lead. No idea. Baz says, Baz, open the curtains, bud. Open the curtains? What for? I've not got curtains. We don't do curtains in Spain. Jesus. My horse is down already. It's a mugs game. Who's won the national? I'm going to jump through the comments. Put on Forrest, Iniecho, Tenecti and Sriracha. Why would you take Kieran Tierney off? I wouldn't take Tierney off. Well, we should see what this Celtic team is about. Not holding my breath. We've played not bad. Come on, we've played good this afternoon. I'm not buying this that we've played rubbish. Do you know when we look at Celtic, possession wise, we're in the ascendancy. Ball passing wise, we're in the ascendancy. Um, we're up 1-0. We could have been winning 3 or 4-0. God, Google still has the game as playing on the 64 minutes. Oh, the game started. No, the game's not started. Where is this TV screen? I've lost it. Wait a minute here. Somebody better tell me the game started. I've not even got the right screen on. The game has started. Jesus. 47. Let's get this screen off. That's me sitting chatting to you all using the comments. 20. There we are. We're up to pace. This is too many screens open, you see. Goofed. You told the boy his curtains were shut because it was cloudy. Game's on, Baz. Yeah, I know the game's on. We've got it back up. Jordan's leading the national. That's the game started. Yeah, I know. You don't tell me now the game started. Anyway, Jesus, fucking roasting in here. Who cares about Kelty? I'm on the well, up the Rebels. 1-0 Motherwell. Not buying that. Yes! Motherwell have just scored! Just came up on Radio Scotland. Motherwell have scored! Yes! Get in there! Get in there! What has that done to the league table? Ha ha! Absolutely, come on, hurry up. Update. Google's so slow in updating. Wait a minute, what have they done? Google's just went and cocked it up and put Celtic in third position. What is Google doing? Table. For some unknown reason, Google has now put Celtic back down into third on the table and put, God, Google, you're just mucking everything up today. Poor goal for Hearts to lose. Come on, the Motherwell. Is your mother doing well? God. Come on, Celtic. Come on. It's photo mob. Yeah, that's what I'm. There we go for the live scores. Thanks for that, mate. I should have done that earlier. Scotland. Jesus, like playing spin the wheel trying to find Scotland. There we go. Premiership. There we go. There's the table there. That looks way better. Celtic are on 67 points. Hearts are on 67 points. Hibernian have had a red card, and it is Kilmarnock 2. The other scores in the SPFL: Kilmarnock 2, Dundee United 1, Hearts 0, Motherwell 1. Yes! Dundee United 1, Livingston 1. Celtic have got a chance here, and the ball goes out. Looks like, who's that's coming on? Looks like Iniacho is about to come on for Celtic. Looks like Iniacho is about to come on for Celtic. Come on. I need to move these screens about. Celtic playing the ball out for the back. No, they're not. It's St Mirren playing the ball out for the back, sorry. St Mirren having a right good go here. Playing the ball one touch foot. Come on! Jesus! Why is nobody... It's offside. Offside. Rangers draw them all on. We're all on 67. In the heat of Lisbon. I bet 5-0, so we'll win. Says Kieran. Here comes Celtic playing out for the back. Far too slow. Tony Ralston. It's the ball to Yang. Yang puts Benji Negron under a little bit of pressure. The ball goes all the way back to the defenders. Rather windy. There's a lot of paper flying around about the park. Here comes Trusty. We need to move the ball quicker than that. Trusty out to Ralston. Ralston. Tam the checks away out of position. There's nobody playing through as the main striker. What is the point? What is the point? If we get the ball in quick, the furthest forward player is Oxlade Chamberlain. I would take Tam the check off now. Kieran Tierney coming forward to Chamberlain. Chamberlain having to go back the way. Ralston, diagonal ball. Doesn't get it to Dyson. Two players round about Dyson. Dyson slips on his arse. Slips on his arse. St Mirren getting the passing about a little. I've got to say, I'm going to say this. St Mirren are passing better than Celtic at this point. Celtic are 1-0 up. Come on. You've got to win this one, Celtic. Come on. Celtic cannot afford to drop anything. Nothing at all. The shape of Celtic. Tam's off. Perfect. Get him off. Now. Will he be off at this point? Of this throw-in? Nope, it's an early quick throw-in. Celtic were trying to make the change there. St Mirren just passing the ball with ease here at the back. Celtic sitting in a sort of front four at the moment. Yang moved away from a player and then the player ends up getting the ball. Yang so indecisive. St Mirren are coming forward. Big numbers here. Big numbers. St Mirren on the edge of the Celtic box. Everyone for Celtic, but every single player for Celtic back. I'm not liking this. With all the ascendancy we had in the first half. St Mirren. Oh, Jesus. Celtic. Tierney just whacks the ball away. I am Maximus, won the National. Retains the Grand National. St Mirren, ball forward. Scales gets the ball. Scales just takes the ball out, pumps the ball away forward, doesn't look for anybody. Tam the Czech tries to get to the ball, but Tam the Czech can't hold up his drawers, never mind the ball. Unbelievable. Shanklin with a header just wide. It just came over the tranny there. The radio. Don't say the tranny. In this day and age, that's so inappropriate, isn't it? I've got to say, St Mirren passing it about, straight to feet stuff. Celtic are sitting back, trying to see if they'll make a mistake. Celtic are sitting far too far back. Far too far back. One touch. St Mirren are playing the better football. One touch football here. Celtic aren't closing down the way they were in the first half. That's a foul. Yang, it's not even a foul. How the hell's that not a foul? Wow. Wow. Nobody there for Celtic. Tam the check is just nowhere. It's players out of position again. Here comes a cross in from St Mirren, and it is out for a goal kick to Celtic. Is it a corner? Is it a corner here? Does that come off with Tony Ralston in the end? Yep, comes off with Tony Ralston. It's a corner. Here we go. Celtic don't like pressure. Hearts are even worse. Hearts need to score 2 goals. Kelechi Iheanacho is getting ready to come on. Kelechi Iheanacho is getting ready to come on. This corner is going to come in. Green Brigade, full pelt. Corner comes in. Trusty heads the ball away. No one there for Celtic. No outfield player for Celtic. Everyone was in the box. Unbelievable. Head over the net from St Mirren. We need to make this change. The ball hasn't went out of play long enough for Kelechi Iheanacho to come on. Celtic have slowed the game right down here. Yang's out of position again. Ralston, where is Yang? Where is Yang? Tony Ralston does it again. He gets the ball. He turns. He has to wait on Benji Nigren coming over to the wing, and by that time there's a defender in front of him. Honestly. The shape of the team is terrible. You've now got Tam the Czech out on the wing. The balls just went up to where a striker should be in the middle of the park, and there's nobody there because Tam the Czech was on the wing. If we win the league, this will be the worst possible team. Worst possible team to win. We're not putting any pressure on them up front. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch in their own half, 6 touches in his own half. Tam the Czech isn't putting pressure on anybody. Take him off. Martin O'Neill needs to make the decision now and take him off and get Iheanacho on. He's walking about the pitch not giving a shit. Yang must feel there's a change coming because he's trying to run about the pitch now, even though he's away out of position. Dyson's back defending. St Mirren are on the ascendancy here. Oxlade-Chamberlain has the ball and puts... Jesus Christ, man! Oxlade-Chamberlain puts it out for a corner. Unbelievable. And to make it even worse, people are saying that Hearts have now scored. There's the goal just came through on the radio. Braga has just scored for Hearts. Braga's scored with Hearts. St Mirren. So it's 1-1 to the Jam Tarts. Even the radio's delayed here. Another corner to St Mirren. A lot of Hearts players in the box. A lot of St Mirren players in the box. I'm fucking watching the Hearts score here. Yeah, this squad's going to muck it up, aren't they? It is only 1-1, remember. In the other game. Celtic still need to win this game. Another corner. Oh, it could be offside. The Hearts goal could be offside. Jesus. There's 2 players pushing the Celtic goalkeeper. He's got no Celtic players round about him. Keeper save. Sinisalo made a great save there. Great save from Sinisalo. Here comes St. Mirren again. Ball in. Oh, great save by Sinisalo again. What a player. Come on, Yang. Just don't foul. Free kick. Free kick. Oh, come on. Why is the St. Mirren player down when he's the one that... That's ridiculous. The St. Mirren... Oh, there's a double change. Iniacho is coming on, as is Arnie Engels. Arnie Engels is on for Celtic. Oxlade-Chamberlain is on. Benji Nygren has went off for Celtic. How on earth has Iniacho comes on and blesses himself? The goal has been given. Hearts have the goal. The goal stands. Unbelievable. Come on, Celtic. We need to be winning these games at home more convincingly. Tony Ralston puts the ball all the way back to the keeper. The team isn't... Keeper's now trying to slow the game down. Gives it back to Trusty. Trusty, one step, two step. Gives it to Ralston. Ralston to Arnie Engels. Gives it back to Ralston. Back to Trusty. Yang. He's going to lose the ball here, isn't he? No. Diagonal ball from Yang. Daizen Maeda's having to run 100 miles an hour to get that. Daizen with the ball. It was a bad ball from Daizen Maeda. You could see what he was trying to do. He was trying to do the overlap to Kieran Tierney, but he was too close to the byline. And although Tierney did ask for it, but there was nobody in the middle. St. Mirren are playing the ball out from the back with ease here. Callum McGregor trying to put in a tackle to stop them. Oh, by the way, St. Mirren are on the break here. St. Mirren going forward in the box. Tony Ralston in front of him. Shot from outside the box. Incoming here. Oh, by the way, who was that? Arnie Engels saved the day. It was offside, but Arnie Engels came flying out of nowhere to make that defensive tackle. And it was off. Luckily for Celtic, it was offside. Oof. Why did it take so long for the referee? Considering they're all mic'd up. Right, Daizen. Oh, that ball goes out. Celtic drop off in the second half performance this season have been alarming. Are that. Looks like Rio Hitate is warming up behind the goals. Come on, Callum McGregor's just given away a free kick. Honestly, the team were so well organised the first half. They were closing down way up the pitch, and now they seem to be sitting back, just making sure that they keep this 1-0 slim lead. Who said it was going to be 2-1? I hope the hell St. Mirren don't score, and then Celtic have got to score again. Come on, Celtic. St. Mirren playing the better football, although that there was a tackle there. St. Mirren not happy with the foul being given. Unbelievable. Wow, that he pulls. That's a booking. How's that not a booking? How's it not a booking? He completely holds. He almost dislocates Austin Trusty's shoulder. But it's no booking for the St. Mirren player. Unbelievable. And then you had Iniacho trying to control the ball. Come on. They're now saying on the radio that the Green Brigade back has made a slight change to the atmosphere as the ball goes out for a throw-in to Celtic. So, long throw-in. Iniacho. Come on. Come on, Iniacho. What are you doing here? There's nobody helping him. Come on. It's a foul. When's the St Mirren players going to start getting booked for pulling players? Pulling Celtic players? Shirts and stuff. I mean, there's another one. He's got his arms right around him and he's pulling them backwards. But there's no booking. Unbelievable. The amount of fouls that they've given away, but there's been no yellow cards. Very little yellow cards in this game. Tell you one thing, it's going to be some game next week at Hampden, that is for sure. Here comes Arnie Engels with one of his crosses. Arnie Engels crosses it in towards the back post. St Mirren player gets it. Yang with the ball just inside the box. Can Yang get a cross in? Yang's going to lose the ball here. Honestly, Yang gives it to Callum McGregor. Chamberlain, Tierney, Trusty in an awkward position for Trusty. Gives it back to Tierney. Chamberlain back in the holding midfield role. Ralston out to Arnie Engels. Good ball for Arnie Engels. Nobody there for Celtic though. Dies Maeda doesn't even try to push or try to get in there to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper saves it easily. Shocking, but Celtic all over. We are on the 68th minute of the game. St Mirren coming forward here again on the edge of the Celtic box. Are they going to get a shot away here? Got to say, they are. Dies Maeda way back defending. I don't know who he's going to hit it forward to. Tries to kick it forward to Iniacho. Iniacho gets taken out by two players. And it is he going to give a booking? No booking. Gogic is not getting booked again. How many times he's getting warned? Again, the St Mirren player has taken out a Celtic player and no booking. Unbelievable. 1-0 to Celtic. Come on, Celtic. 69 minutes remaining. 21 remaining. Will Celtic make any other changes? Come on, Celtic. Wasted ball. Honestly, I give up. I know that we said we'd take 1-0 wins, but this is ridiculous. I'd love to see the stats on the second half because Celtic had it the majority of their own way the first half. St Mirren have put up a really good fight. Come on, Engels passing the ball back the way. Not what we want. Engels has now went out to the wing where Yang should be. It's interesting. Ball. Can Iniacho get this ball? Dies Maeda fighting for it as well. Goes back. There's nobody there in the 6-yard box. If you had a striker in the 6-yard box, they would have got a free ball and they would have got a free chance at goal there. But because we do not have a striker in the 6-yard box, we don't have a poacher, no chance. No chance. Oh, that's it. Talk to Arnie Engels, the player that's just on the pitch, getting a talking to for the referee. Oh, game's kind of slowed down a bit. St Mirren are passing the ball about at the back again. They're passing so precise compared to Celtic's. Come on, put pressure on him. Aye. This guy's got Yang in his back pocket. Trusty's just stole the ball. Callum's got the ball. Ralston. Yang back to Ralston because he doesn't like going forward. Yang again tries to cut inside. Puts the ball all the way back to Trusty. Trusty needs to make a quick ball to pass it out to Tierney. He was out. He's had that. Tierney finally gets the ball. Puts it out to Dyson. Dyson coming forward. Can Dyson get the cross in here? Oh, Iniacho! Iniacho puts the ball wide. How did he miss that? How on earth did Iniacho miss that? Oh man, that would have put the game to bed. Just past, he's raging to be fair. Shouting at Dyson Maida, giving them the big thumbs up. Oh, there's going to be another change. Two changes. Rio Hitati is coming on, as is Luke McCown. Oh, Callum McGregor's coming off. Interesting. As is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, is this Martin O'Neill just making sure that the players are kept fresh for next week and giving everyone a bit of game time? I hope this doesn't cost us the game. That's a lot of changes. Playing Rio Hitati in that. Why? Motherwell just missed. Motherwell just missed a sitter. Oh, God. Motherwell just missed a sitter. Jesus. Come on, Celtic. Unbelievable. They need to keep the games at the same time for the rest of the... I know that they've not. Come on. Celtic with Iniacho seem to be... See, Iniacho's staying in that central position where a striker should be. Ball out from the keeper. Iniacho had a bit of pace, he couldn't that. Chef Bob, nah, my heart's fine, mate. I get checked up every year here. You get a full MOT. Come on. St Mirren passing is way better than Celtic's. Ball goes out for a throw-in. I'm still amazed me that he's changed those two midfield players. They have got a goal kick. Celtic have a goal kick. Tierney's now the most experienced Celtic player on the pitch. Well, he's now the most experienced player on the pitch because Oxlade-Chamberlain has went off. I know that Iniacho's played at a high level, but when you talk about winning things, Tierney's won more. Come on, Yang. Come on, Yang. Come on, Yang. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck. Wrong ball, you fucking what? Jesus. A real good Celtic team would be winning about 4 or 5-0 by now. Easily. Rio Hitati, there's nobody in the centre of the box. There's Iniacho is now, though. Oh, bad ball. Come on. Oh, Rio just got dummied. Celtic stealing the ball. Oh, come on. How is that a foul? How is that a foul? And why does Dyson Maida now look like Brenda? Dyson Maida looks like your man Brenda with his grey rinse. Just needs some curls in it and he'll be fine. Here comes St Mirren on the edge of the Celtic box. Celtic got plenty of players back. St Mirren get a cross in. That will go out for... No, it doesn't go out. Celtic managed to retain the ball. Here comes Luke McCown. What can he do? Gives the ball to Yang. What can Yang do? Takes on one player. That's it. And Arnie Engels has the ball, passing it about. Celtic are passing the ball about a bit better now that they've made those changes. Kieran Tierney coming forward. Oh, come on, your players are going offside here. St Mirren are playing the high line pretty well when it comes to the defensive aspect of the game. Tierney in midfield. Arnie Engels to Trusty. Trusty needs to do a one-touch pass. Come on, Trusty, quicker. Yang takes too long on the ball. Well, God, players were... Nobody knew who was going for that ball there. Right, Hatate, pick the game up. Oh, give the ball... Oh, come on. Look. Take a shot for you outside the box, man. Seriously, what's wrong with you lot? Oh, God. Come on, Celtic. Camped in on the St Mirren box. Celtic need another goal. Rio Hatate was caught sleeping there. Rio Hatate just... why does Rio do that? He stops and he goes, He just doesn't believe in himself. It's unbelievable. Trusty steals the ball back. Trusty almost slips. Trusty does slip. Gives the ball to Tony Ralston. Tony Ralston goes, fuck this, I'm going back to the keeper. Dundee have scored again. Oh, diagonal ball to Dyson. Can Dyson do anything? Nope. Will it go out for a corner? No, they've kept it in. Oh, Kieran Tierney heads the ball and it goes away out. Martin O'Neill's looking a little bit frustrated at the side of the pitch. Unbelievable. 77 minutes, 77 and a half, 78 minutes on the clock. And breathe, Celtic. Unbelievable. Still 1-1 Hearts. Let's get the other score lines. It's 2-0. Aberdeen 2, Hibernian 0. Celtic 1, St Mirren. Kelechi Iheanacho is saying that it shouldn't have been a foul. Anyway, Hearts 1, Motherwell 1, Dundee United 2, Livingston 2, Kilmarnock 2, Dundee 2. Interesting results in the SPFL. What it does do to the table, though, is this table's got Celtic in third position too. What the hell's that all about? There we go, that league doesn't. Celtic are in second position in the league on 67 points. Hearts are drawn 1-1. We really need Hearts to drop points. And then Hearts to drop more points than just draw. Come on, Celtic. I reckon they'll be around about 4 minutes of extra time with all the substitutes that's been made. There's another 2 substitutes getting made from St Mirren. It looks like both teams are making as many changes as they can, with thinking forward to the game next week more than anything. I'll tell you one thing, I need another beer because this one is now empty. Just waiting on the game restarting after this Hearts score, Shanklin 2-1. Throw in from Kieran Tierney. Come on. Oh, Yang, you need to do something with the ball here. And he doesn't. Come on. Peter Grant was right earlier. We've only had 7 shots. Dyson to Rio. Dyson. Iheanacho doesn't get to the ball. Come on, Celtic. You close down. Come on. The ref's giving them everything, man. Come on. Hearts haven't scored. Whoever said Hearts have scored, they haven't. Motherwell are still trying to win the game. Rio Tati's given away a free kick. And it was never a free kick. And the ball then goes back to the keeper. It's amazing that Celtic are playing so different for the way they played the first 20 minutes of the game. It's unbelievable to think the way that... I mean, Celtic were on fire the first 20 minutes. You know, the football was good. They were closing down good. Now they're just all over the place. It's as if they're trying to hold on to a 1-0 win. There's none of the... Come on, Celtic. Sinisalo grabs the ball, played into him. He punched the ball away upfield. Can Iniesta get this ball? He does get it. Can he keep it? He's brought down. And two St Mirren players lie down on the ground. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's finally getting booked. How many tackles has he done today against Celtic players? And that's him finally getting booked on the 82nd minute. Completely takes Iniesta out of the game. And then two St Mirren players lie on the ground as if they're the ones that are at fault. They've been badly done by. Unbelievable. Typical sheep escape relegation once again. Shocker. You've now got St Mirren players going down all over the place. They're going to try and hold out to try and score on the break and get this a draw. If he's injured, get him off the pitch, referee. He went down on one knee, for goodness sake. Off the ball. Yet you're stopping the game because of it. Come on. It's going to be a penalty at Hearts. It's like Hearts are going to get a penalty. It's a penalty. Oh, come on. Stephen Welsh. Come on. Stephen Welsh has just given away a penalty. Sound familiar? Come on, Celtic. Jesus. I tell you one thing, I always thought it would be a worry when you bring on Luke McCowan, and he's just giving away free kicks, man. It's unbelievable. I know why Martin O'Neill's wanted to make the changes, because you're thinking the next week, but Jesus. Come on, Celtic. Never mind what the other team's doing. We need to score. We need to win our game. 1-0, whilst it is good enough. Yang's given away free kicks as well again. That's completely reckless by Yang. Come on, Celtic. We cannot afford to drop any points. 2-1 to Hearts. Come on. I'm 87 and really angry at this. Referring to today, pure disgrace, says Connor Shields. Come on, Celtic. Everyone's in the box for Celtic. Even Kalechi, Iniacho, St Mirren are all over Celtic here. All over Celtic. Shot comes in. Easy save by the goalkeeper. Thank you for the super chat, Connor. Referring to today, pure disgrace. Celtic are currently showing the flag over the top of Celtic Park. Come on, Celtic. Kieran Tierney, ball forward. I'm going to switch that radio off. Don't need it on. It's doing my head in. Come on, Celtic. It's all about what Celtic can do now. Hearts are way back at the top of the table. Celtic have the ball. No, they don't. St Mirren have it. St Mirren are coming forward. Oh, come on, Celtic. The first half, Celtic were stealing the ball off of St Mirren. I'll tell you one thing, St Mirren have given the game to Celtic in our own backyard in this second half. I'm worried that we might drop points. I hope we don't. Dyson either going forward. Nobody with him. Dyson's lost. He's like, what? Rio Hatate comes over. Rio Hatate's coming backwards, as you expect, and goes all the way back to Austin Trusty. The ball goes back out to Yang. Yang tries to go forward. Ball comes in. Nobody there at the back post, and it's put out for a goal. Fucking corner. Jesus, come on. Unbelievable. Celtic with the corner. Arne Engels. I can hear the rain starting outside. That's all I need. Scales in the mix. Can Scales do it for Celtic? Arne Engels with the corner. They've got everyone in the box. Stewards are setting out to go around Celtic. What the hell was that, Engels? So if you're playing rugby, Celtic still retain the ball though. And we go all the way back from the St Mirren half. We go all the way back to the goalkeeper. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Unbelievable. 89 minutes on the clock. Don't know how much extra time that we're going to get in this game, due to the fact that it did kick off later than the other games. Come on, Celtic. Celtic fans are singing, come on the hoops. Come on the hoops, come on the hoops, come on the hoops. It should be, I want 1,000,000 miles for one of your goals. Remember, this game was delayed due to the fact that there was 6 minutes of injury time added on to the first half because of a change of goalkeeper to the St Mirren goalkeeper. So people asking why was the game delayed. So it's 90 minutes, will be delayed slightly. 4 added minutes onto this half. 4 added minutes. Come on, Celtic. St Mirren throw-in. It looks like a goal difference has just increased because looking at the results I'm looking at, it looks like Hearts have scored again. Hearts are now on 70 points. Celtic are on 67 and Rangers are on 66 points. Come on, Celtic. Peter Grant saying, all we have to do is win games of football. We should have been winning by more than one. Sunshine at Celtic Park. Come on, Yang. Run for it. It's Luke McCowan. He's got no pace, Luke McCowan, isn't it? No pace at all has Luke McCowan. Celtic are just... They don't have the pace that they had in the first half. Throw into Celtic, just over the halfway line. Tony Ralston to throw this ball in. Come on, Celtic. We need another goal. 1-0 is good enough. But I tell you one thing. We have, performance-wise, inconsistency, Yang all over the place. Big Tam the Czech, waste of space, first half. The changes that the manager made, Oxlade-Chamberlain coming off, Callum McGregor coming off. You can understand why Martin O'Neill did it. He's thinking about the game next week. He wants to try and get everyone some game time in this game. But it's had a massive effect. I've got to say it. Rio Hatate, it's hardly touched the ball. Arnie Ingles has done okay. And then you think Luke McCowan, well, he's just given fouls away. Thank you, Celts Rebs. You're awfully sure that we're going to win this league. I tell you one thing, if we do, oof. Hatate has the ball to throw into Celtic. Come on. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. We need the win. A minute. Come on, the Hoops. The Green Brigade are trying to get the stadium singing, come on, the Hoops, come on, the Hoops, come on, the Hoops, come on, the Hoops. I walk a million miles for one of your goals. Celtic, go, Celtic, Celtic. Come on. Oh, can Dyson do anything here? Tish! Oh, come on, Dyson, the ball stolen. They're stealing the ball for us. Celtic have managed to get the ball back. Off his hand. It's a free kick. Come on. Come on. Just take your time, Celtic. Now, we're winning 1-0. We just want to play out these final seconds to make sure that we win. Full time! Says Laura. 1-0. Celtic have won the game. 1-0. Yes, the game is over. That was a hard watch. Thank goodness that is full time. I better stop the clock, eh? And there is the whistle. And there is a cheer goes around Celtic Park. There is a cheer goes around Celtic Park. And Celtic ultimately did win the game 1-0. Was it good enough? Listen, it's all about getting 3 points on the board at this point. Join me in around about 2 minutes time as I have go and get a drink from my throat, and then we'll talk about this game and the rest of the games, and can Celtic really improve their performance next week, because that's where it all comes down to. Celtic really need to improve. They need to improve their performances before next week. St Mirren today showed that they're not going to be an easy team. It's not going to be a walkover next week at Hampden. The final game in the top 6 before the split has ended. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. And I'll see you in a couple of minutes.